Hello everyone, it's Vicky here today designing for Bramble Fox, and I am using some perspectives from the store. So you can see there it says let's eat a delicious, and there's some knives and forks and whatnot there. And I wanted to scrap some food. I always scrap people. It's very rare I scrap something that isn't a person. So I thought, let me give it a go and scrap some food. So what I want to do is create a concertina type fan for my page. I start off thinking I'm going to create a rosette, but I soon realised that I'm going to need much more paper than I've already made. I've already creased and concertinaed, so I decided to go for a fan, and you'll see how that goes in a second. I'm not going to show you the long painful process of me folding every single fold on this concertina because it took me a while, and yeah, you don't need to see it. There we go. So I have it there, and I decided rather than as I said, rather than make a rosette, I decided to do a concertina just here, like a little fan coming out from the edge. And yeah, I'd originally also thought that maybe I would do a semicircle, but it wasn't enough for that. And I quite like the fan effect. I think it works quite well. And I just put a little bit of distress ink there around the edge so that it sort of peeks out from underneath. And obviously some splatters as well. Always got to have splatters. Okay, so just dry that off with my paper towel, and now I'm going to stick this down, and this is the tricky part because it's pretty difficult to stick, but I have some sort of quite strong wet glue here which I'm going to try and make it stick with. I could have got my glue gun out. I didn't really want to have to plug it in and get it out, so I'm trying with this. And I do make it work, but it's not as straightforward as I would have hoped. I have to hold it for a while and put a bit more glue on. And anyway, you'll see what I mean. It's a slippery little thing. Now it's completely stuck. It's there. Once that stuff dries, it's really solid. So yeah, I'm not concerned about it now, but it took me a little while to get it there. Okay, a bit more holding of that. And then I'll be confident that it's fine. Okay, so there's my photo. I thought that orange went quite well with the gelato that I have there, but it's kind of pink in the picture, but it works quite well with that orange, I think. And then these little titles are a very pale pink, and yeah, I think they work really nicely with the orange too. So I've made another small rosette this time, and from another colour. This collection is Simple Stories, and I can't for the life of me remember which one off the top of my head. I think it's My Story, and so it's got lots of oranges and greens in it. And then this this rosette is a pale green, and I am making a full rosette this time, even though I'm having trouble with my double-sided tape. There we go, sorted. I am making a proper rosette this time. So just squash it down like that. And I just need something to put for it to squash to. So I just cut a little circle there and put some double-sided tape on. And I do have to put some glue on this later, but for now it's just got the double-sided tape and it's working. I just found that it sort of pinged up a bit later on, so I had to add some glue. Okay, so this is now going onto the page. There we go. And I'm sticking it down with glue onto the page. There we go. So now I've got one semi-rosette and one full rosette on the page. And my title's going to go there at the bottom. And I'm going to embellish with some florals now. So I love when you have a collection because everything in the collection matches, so you don't have to think too much about what will go with what. It all sort of goes together quite nicely anyway. Just adding a couple more bits and pieces in here. I don't use that orange, yellowy one. It seemed to clash a little bit, I thought, with the orange, although it's the same collection, and I'm sure it's fine with a smaller amount because it was such a large amount of orange. I thought it just didn't work very well. So I'm just adding some powder to the back of some foam pieces because I don't want them to stick to the page just yet. I want them to be able to be moved around and do different things with them. So I don't actually use all of these, but I just put the powder on the back of all the cups that were on the foam stickers, and because I wanted to sort of keep that theme of food, and so I thought I might use them all, but I don't use them all in the end. And those two are quite cute. One's a bakery and one's a cafe, so I thought they were perfect just there on the food theme. And some more florals there, I think. Just playing with the cups and deciding what I'm actually going to use and what I'm not going to use. There we go. Shortly I'll start to stick things down. I'm going to cut this flower out. I decided I just want to use the green one there and the orange one as well, but separate to it. So I just want to use the two separately. There we go, and I'm happy with that. I thought the white around it took away too much just there. I do use the yellow one. Now, how strange is that? I should go and look at the final layout again and reacquaint myself with it. I did this a few weeks ago. Oh, I'm crazy. Just, yeah, ignore everything that I say at the beginning of a video and just watch what happens at the end. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm sticking my photo down. A bit of foam there goes on there, just to pop it off the page, and the rest just sort of sticks to what's already there, which is already raised. I'm going to stick that shop flat, and the other shop front I'm going to stick onto foam. Oh dear, what am I like? Honestly. Just stick that flower down there and put that one on some foam as well. If you've stopped watching already, I'm not surprised. I forgive you. Okay, so now I'm going to stick down my title and just some more wet glue, and that's going to go down there, and that says delicious, and then it says let's eat, and I like that down there. And the little knife and fork there, I'm going to stick to the right, and the cup to the left, little coffee cup, and that's a little teacup as well next to it. I'm a tea drinker, but I feel like coffee goes with gelato better than tea, so there you go. Okay, and I've got some brads here, sticky back brads, which I'm just going to put on some of the flowers to add that extra bit of dimension. I think we're near the end of the layout now, thankfully for everybody concerned. Just putting another brad in the centre of that, and then I think we're done. Yeah, there we go. There's the final layout. I really hope that it's inspired you in some way and that you forgive me my yellow flower that wasn't supposed to be there. Those perspectives are in the store now if you want to go check them out, and I'll link them below. But check out the close-ups and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time. This has been Vicky for Bramble Fox. Bye bye.